Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. This is how not to play Stukov. Apparently that's my Russian accent. Yeah. So Stukov is a healer I have problems with. He is once again, a melee healer. And as I've said before, I'm not too big of a fan of melee healers, but he used to be really overpowered, and I don't know how they changed him up, and then I don't know how he came out after that, because that's about the time I stopped playing him. So his Q is Healing Pathogen. It's a point and click. You infest an allied hero with a healing pathogen that heals the target for X health over 4.5 seconds. Healing pathogen can spread to a nearby allied hero for 0.75 seconds. Each cast of healing pathogen can only spread to each allied hero one time. So what this means is it's a heal over time, basically, and it can spread to each allied hero if they're within a small area of each other. Then you have his weighted pustule. It's a straight line skill shot. Hurl a pustule that impacts all enemy heroes in its path, dealing X damage and slowing by 5%, increasing to 50% over 3 seconds. Deals an additional X damage upon expiring or being removed. It's just a great CC, is all it is. Then you have Lurking Arm. Channel at a target location, creating an area that deals X damage per second to non-structure enemies and silences them. Deals 50% reduced damage to non-heroes. Does not cost mana while channeling and lasts until cancelled or interrupted. This is a fantastic zoning device. You have a guy that's channeling, drop a Lurking Arm. Walk away, wait for it to come off. You have another guy who's channeling, drop a Lurking Arm. You have a team fight that's going on, you've already spread your pathogen, drop your Lurking Arm. It is a fantastic CC. Biokill Switch. Now this is his trait. It's an activatable, which means you press D to activate it. Activate to detonate all of Stukov's viruses. Each healing pathogen heals its target for X health, and each weighted pustule does X damage and slows its target by 70% for 2 seconds. Can be cast while channeling Lurking Arm. So say you have the perfect cast. You got weighted pustules out to all the enemy teammates, and then you got your healing pathogen placed on all of your teammates. And there'll be a little mark above their head that shows that you have the healing pathogen on them. You could press D, and every single one of those will go off. So for the healing pathogen, it'll boost up their health by a huge amount, and then the weighted pustule will decrease the enemy movement speed by a huge amount. Now, the greater thing is you can use that while you're using Lurking Arm. So you can drop that down in an enemy team fight and then pop your trait, and all of that goes off, and you're still using your Lurking Arm. Very awesome talent. Then we get into Flailing Swipe, his first heroic. Swipe 3 times in front of Stukov over 1.75 seconds, dealing X damage to enemies hit and knocking them away. Each swipe is larger than the previous. So it is a really great disengage, or if you ballsy enough or stupid enough, one or the other, you can walk into a boss that they're trying to grab, get onto the target area, face yourself toward the enemy team and knock them away, and then grab it before they can. 9 chances out of 10 you're going to die before that, but sometimes it works. I've done it once or twice. It's pretty damn amusing, and it's worth it if you die afterwards, because you just stole the boss from them. And then you get his second heroic, Massive Shove. Extend Stukov's arm. If it hits an enemy hero, they are rapidly shoved until they collide with terrain, dealing X damage and stunning them for 0.5 seconds. Stukov gains 50 armor while shoving an enemy. One thing to note is if you do manage to hit an enemy hero and they do go flying across the map, you're completely immovable. You cannot control Stukov while this is happening. You cannot cancel it while this is happening. So say you do get that perfect cast and it shows that one enemy hero way out there. Excuse me. The rest of the enemy team, say if you're losing the team fight and your team is backing up, you cannot back up with them, so the enemy team can punish you. Yeah, you get the 50 armor, but that 50 armor ain't going to do much whenever 4 other enemy heroes are attacking you. So just something to keep in mind, but I've very rarely seen that. It's a pretty good heroic. So that's Stukov. Let's get into it. Hello, and we find ourselves on Blackheart's Bay. I have no idea why I said hello, but here we are.
And so then he says, isn't Volstad dead?
Well, at least your corpse wasn't shot into space. Before this,
Oh, I love the dialogues between themselves. Or to themselves, to each other. It's great. So we're gonna go with Lurking Arm build again. This is my second match with Stukov. The one I did previously, I was doing really good. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of figures, huh? Every time I do good, the footage is lost or deleted. But we had two team members who were just basically feeding, and then the other two team. Whoa, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. The other two team members were just like, oh well, they're bad. We just don't do bad, so it's all bad. Engaged. But yeah, they were throwing a fit because the other two were perceived to be feeding, and everyone was mad at each other except for me because I was just like, I'm doing a video, so I don't care. Ha! Get wrecked, son. But, yeah, so that happened, and now I'm just like, well, this is my second video. The other... Like, I'm not gonna lie, the team comp that I was going against was, on the previous video, was really good for Stukov, Lurking Arm build. Like, this one's not too bad, but, like, they had Anduin who went Holy Word Salvation, and an ETC who went Mosh Pit, which could both be canceled by Lurking Arm. And it was just really nice. But, oh well, we're going to do that. That'll help damage that really quickly. Great. We need all that to go hit her. We should go turn in. I don't want to use it yet. Let's see here. We're gonna go with yes. We're gonna go with biotic armor. I'm probably dead, not gonna lie. I don't know why they pinged retreat. We shouldn't have retreated. We could have had that if we had just stayed calm and stayed with the team fight. But, whatever. I shouldn't have went with biotic armor. I should have went probably with one good spread. Oh well. We're gonna put it right there just to help prevent them from walking up, and if Genji tries to escape that way, okay. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna go with had this idea for a combination, but I don't know if it works or not. I don't want to use biotic kill switch yet. Walked right into it again. Beautiful. Oof, this is really good.
Seems we've reached an accord. Let's show your
As long as
enemies
our team keeps forcing them to fight in a group, I'm getting major value out of my lurking arm. So we're gonna go with growing infestation, and this will help out quite a bit.
Old Blackheart's got a gift for you. Well then, who's got the coin for me service?
Alright, so I don't know what I want to go for a level 10. I think I'm gonna go with Flailing Swipe, probably. So what I did there is I waited pustule her to make sure she couldn't get out, and then I used my E on her to make sure she couldn't use a spell, or at least that was the idea. She ended up getting outside the area so she could use her spell, but it's whatever. We should turn in. We need to back up.
Keep it up, friend.
I'm gonna go top to help them out. Well, maybe a little too late.
You know what? Treasure for everybody, but mostly for me. Your healing is serviceable.
No, we're gonna go with... Yeah, we're gonna go with Flailing Swipe. Screw it. Oh, he rode on the edge the entire time. So the idea there is I used my R to push Stitches back into the towers, but I did not count on the minions the enemy minions to still be there, absorbing the hits from the towers.
Huh? They're all paid up? Bah, who cares? Let's get to the fun part. Fire, you blaggers!
Finally killed me, guys. They finally got me. Yeah, that's it. We got a little too cocky for our own good. Kind of just went in there and tiddly-winked around. Instead of, you know, actually playing the game and the objectives like we should be. But okay. Anyways, we're going to go with 8 Hunkers after we hit level 13, which should be now. Great. And what that'll do is increase the range of Lurking Orb by 20%. If Lurking Orb damages an enemy hero 10 times, its cooldown is reset and its mana cost is refunded. So basically, I can continually use it over and over and over again as long as I hit 10 enemies. So you want to be a troll, you can be a troll. Especially against this group that continually keeps grouping together. Oh, that's going to be brutal. What's the cooldown on this? 80 seconds. Are we just going to give up our fort? Is that really what's going to happen? We're just going to give up our fort, just like that. Well, we gave up our fort, and I don't know why, but we did.
I think they've had enough.
So for our level 16, we're going to go with... I'm going to go with Pox Populi. No longer removes healing pathogen, but instead it sets the duration to 3 seconds. So that way, whenever I drop my healing pathogen on someone, whenever I use... Well, you're dead. So say if I drop my Q like so, and then activate my trait, it no longer removes the healing. Removes it. It'll just make its duration 3 seconds. So I can, if it has 1 second to go, it'll now be 3 seconds. I don't know why I did that. I really don't. Well, that was bad. And then for our level 20, okay then. Probably go with Bio Explosion Pip Switch. That sounds really nice. Although I rarely ever use it while I'm actually using my Lurking Arm. So I should probably just go with the level 20 upgrade to my Flailing Arms. You're all... Oh, he just stood in the middle of it! No way! I can't believe I just watched that. Wow, I didn't know she'd get the kill on him. He must have used all of his cooldowns on her. That's why he couldn't do anything. So she's not going to turn in? I guess because that would be a trap, wouldn't it, with 3 of them? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I don't know, though.
Let's bring in some mercs.
Yeah, we'll probably just go with the upgrade to my R, considering I rarely ever use bio kill switch whenever I'm using Lurking Arm. But I mean, I guess I could learn, because that sounds like really good, especially with the way this works now. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna try. Y'all will bear witness to me attempting this at level 20. We're not gonna use our bio kill switch because I don't want it. I don't need it yet. So right there. Very good. Yeah, it's GG right there. So I picked it and still don't get to use it. Sad day. Ah, now it's on cooldown.
Show me what you're worth. Seems we've reached an accord. Let's show your enemies a jolly good time. Try me.
GG. Still didn't even get to use it. During that engagement, I still didn't get to use it because either one was off cooldown at the wrong time. Oh, wow. So that's Stukov.
MVP.
That went way better. Wow, look at that. Look at that. 105 seconds where they could not cast anything. Oof. So anyways, that's Stukov. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day and take care.